Ayan, how are you today?
Hello, I'm very well. How are you, Simone?
Very good, very good, very good. Thanks. So you know the rules by now. You got 6 minutes. I'm going to give you some extra seconds to upload your screen and share your
Right.
slides.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
see
on
the
it.
judges are already here. Diego is back, Roberta is back, and Marta is back. Perfect. Okay.
So you
We
should be able to see my screen now.
I can see your screen and your time starts now.
Excellent. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name's Sian, and today I would like to give you a quick introduction to HotelTime and our systems. So I believe we were the first cloud-native PMS on the market in 2003 already, seeing the potential of the internet. And immediately from the beginning, we focused on upscale hotels and resorts and their feedback and requirements when developing the platform. And that's why we gradually extended the PMS by a few modules. So currently we would have four main products, which is the PMS, obviously, then the F&B system, a spa system, and then a conference management system. Today, we're serving over 500 customers in 12 countries, including Fiji, and from 6 offices. And although we do believe in APIs and two-way integrations, I personally believe, cloud-based PMSs are the future of PMSs or cloud-based access. Today, in the quick pitch, I'd like to focus on 3 features only. I'd like to go a bit deeper, and that's multi-property access, group bookings, and forecasting. So this is how our PMS looks like. The actual interface is very user-friendly, which I think is important. You can see the menu on the left. You're able to open more windows or work with more tabs at once, which you can see at the top. But also there's online chat availability, which is the green button. There's a link to knowledge base. There's a link to a place where you can check your system status and integration status. So very user-friendly interface. But I'd like to show you one specific feature in this slide, and which you can see on the left. This is the multi-property setup of the PMS. So our PMS is built as a multi-property tool. So in case you work for a group of hotels and you have user right access to more hotels, it's very easy to switch between properties. Basically, you just click on the hotel name up there and you select a different hotel. Obviously, you can have limited user rights to everything, so that's customizable. On the right side, that's the spa system. And again, it is possible to work in multi-outlet or multi-property mode. So in case your resort has more spa outlets or sporting grounds, we can give you the spa system in multi-property mode as well. The next feature I'd like to show you are group bookings, because I understand that some of the PMSs, don't support, group bookings too well. And I believe that's very important because in every, larger hotel, you've got groups. So in the screenshot on the left side, you can see an example of how we're making a group booking in one step. And this group booking is for 8 rooms, which you can see at the bottom. And in one step, we can book different room types. We can book different arrival and departure dates for each room or group of rooms. We can book different meal plans, again, for each room, even, or group of rooms. We can immediately allocate a specific room number or not. And this is very specific to some legacy systems. What we also do is we automatically create paymaster accounts with routing rules. And we split revenue from the group booking into different revenue centers for forecasting. So if there's a package booking, we immediately split, accommodation, spa revenue, F&B revenue, and so on. In the next screen, you can see how it looks like, how the booking looks like after it's been saved. So I can see the paymaster account. I can see some of the package elements are visible or can be visible, some of them not. I can even adjust this currency split, or the amount split after the bookings made for each room, or on a daily basis, which is at the bottom. This is the real basis for reporting within HotelTime PMS. So reporting, the next screen is all about forecasts. So you can see this is a forecast report, monthly forecast. So what you probably cannot see because it's too small, but it's 12 months of forecast on the books report. But I can also select a different revenue center at the top. So not only I can see netto accommodation revenue without package elements, without VAT, but I'm able to forecast any other revenue center just by choosing it. Next one, this is another forecast. This one is daily, so I can actually see my daily forecast grouped by segments. So the first bit is just the 1st of January, and for that day, I can see my forecast report, what's on the books, grouped by segments, and netto accommodation only again, and I can choose other revenue centers like F&B or spa. One last screen. All the products can work as standalone, but if the hotel is using all of them, it's very easy to switch between different, systems products just by clicking on the actual product button at the top, which you can see in the screenshot below. And I think my time's up. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was perfectly in 6 minutes. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you. I made it.
You made it. It's very interesting to me, the fact that you were cloud native in O3. I mean, sorry, judges, but to me, it's such a vision in the future that it's quite impressive.
Yes, I think so, I should say. But back then, the internet obviously there was no booking.com, no Facebook, just dial-up connections. And I think that's very important now with cloud-based PMSs, because the ones that are cloud native tend to need much less connectivity than the conversions of on-site PMSs to the cloud. So some legacy systems I hear require high bandwidth, which is also expensive. But some cloud-based systems such as HotelTime, we only require mobile connection like bandwidth. So we're okay to work with hotels in countries like Fiji or island properties, because the amount of bandwidth needed is not that high.
I think Ida asked that specific question before. We were talking about cloud versus legacy, and she was talking about countries such as Fiji, for example, where the bandwidth is not perfect. So I kind of answered her question as well. Okay, I will leave the word to the judges. Let's start with Roberta.
Okay, I have a quick question. Well, thank you very much, Ian. It was very, very interesting, very much to the point. You mentioned you've got 4 sections that you work on: PMS, F&B, spa, and conference. I was wondering if you have anything else coming up, like for ancillary charges, transfers, tours, anything like that the hotels are looking to build revenue on nowadays. And along with that, I wanted to know how strong your reporting is in actually drilling down on the singular data, because that's something that the hotels are looking at now. Thank you, Jan.
Yeah. Thank you, Roberta. So it was my aim to show you that the strength of reporting in HotelTime. So we believe you can get good reports from HotelTime, very thorough and exact. And we even believe you shouldn't need any third-party reporting system to pull out your data from the PMS. We believe the PMS should give you exactly the data you need, either for revenue management, loyalty programs, and so on. So we are actually very fond of our reporting. As for the first question, I think so our aim is to provide systems that work in-house, that can fulfill all the in-house software requirements. So to book tours, we can easily use our spa system for these bookings, or for conference rooms, events, functions as well. So I think these 4 major products will stay as they are, and we are more focusing on integrated, integrating other third parties that can provide more functionality. So I believe, it's our strategy to build a strong PMS platform like in-house systems and integrate third parties for the rest.
Okay, thank you. Just rectifying the question, the Fiji question was from Gavin on LinkedIn, Jan. So I would just wanted to
I'm
rectify.
aware the connectivity isn't good there. I saw the comment. That's why I said it. But it's not just Fiji, can be places, remote places in Scotland where, the connectivity isn't good either. So there are differences between cloud-based PMSs in regards to the bandwidth they need to use.
That makes total sense. Diego, do you have a question for Jan?
Yeah, I had it, but it was perfectly covered by Roberta. I was trying to ask for the reporting area, because as we all know, the PMS are not well strong enough in that part. Okay, so I will change a little bit.
Diego, if I may to interrupt, sorry.
No problem.
It took us 10 years to get the reporting to a level that I think is good enough, And I believe, new PMSs really need a long time to develop the features as well as the reporting properly.
Yeah. So I will do it very fast. Can you mention your game changer functionality, the most major USP in your company right now?
So I think we're quite unique in offering a well-featured PMS with good value for money ratio, with outstanding customer support, which for us, 50% of what we do is the system, 50% is the customer support. So we always do on-site, trainings when implementing. We always offer phone customer support availability to all customers. They don't need to pay extra. So I think it's the combination of good features, price, and customer support availability.
Okay, thank you.
That's very good. Marta?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jan, thanks a lot for your presentation, and thank you as well for showing us the look and feel of the system. I really appreciate that, and I really like the system, I must say. So, you sold it to me. So my question was also online with the first question, and I wanted to ask you because with regards to the meeting space, we have many difficulties in tracking things like occupancy or usage per day of the week, things like that. So since you already answered that the reporting is quite good, I don't know how far in extent is also the part of the meetings. If you could expand a little bit on that, just thank you.
Well, so the meetings, to be honest, is our latest product. So I'm sure it needs a lot more development, which we will do, but we see it as a strategic product in the suite, because the ultimate goal for us is to be able to really give good software support for hotels working with large groups, doing large events where you combine the actual bookings of meeting rooms with the accommodation bookings, F&B, functions. So we see the meeting or Confero is the conferencing software as a strategic part. It will get many new features, as we go along. And I think actually this should be an integral part of any PMS suite, because it's very easy to integrate a third party, and there are some third parties available, and we've integrated some, but really to have a seamless booking experience, within the actual PMS, to be able to see details from the PMS booking about the setup of the conference room. That's something I think is missing in the PMS space.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you very much, Jan. That was a very good presentation, very interesting question from the judges.